I got to give, before I get to Kenyon here, I got to give Kevin Durant a lot of respect. So yesterday I'm watching Portland and Golden State. And C.J. McCollum had just one of those all-time great halves. He had like 27, and he was great. And I'm not denying he was great. But I'm sitting there watching this game with my buddies. And one of the things that's amazing about Kevin Durant, dude, that guy had the quietest 32 I've ever seen in my life. I want everybody to remember this about Kevin Durant, because I know Steph is flashy. Yeah. And I know Klay Thompson's the underrated one. And I know Draymond's the tough dude. In the history of the NBA, Kevin Durant is 4th all-time in points per game. Number 1 is Michael. Number 2 is Wilt. Number 3 is Elgin. And number 4 is Kevin Durant. And I'm sitting there watching yesterday. We fall in love with little guys. Spud Webb won the dunk contest one year. It was the weakest dunks I've ever seen in my life because Spud Webb's 5'7". Everybody's like, that's the best dunk contest of all time. It's like, no, it's probably the weakest compilation of dunks of all time. Nate Robinson is a 42% shooter who played on 8 teams and averaged about an assist a game, and everybody loved Nate Robinson. Yeah. Nobody appreciates Kevin Durant's not a flamboyant dunker. He's not a world-class ball handler. That dude yesterday had 32 and 10, and yet I thought he had 8 and 4. He is so good. Kenyon Martin joining us. I'm sitting there watching him yesterday, Kenyon. I looked up, and I'm like, I felt every C.J. McCollum point. Yeah. Did you ever guard a guy in the NBA like Durant that you would just look up, and you're like, he got 28?
Yeah. A few years I had to chase Peja Stojakovic around. Yeah, you look up and he'll have 25, 26.
And you thought you did a good job.
Yeah, you're like, when? You know, but no, I'm saying, but KD scoring is effortless, man. 6'10", 6'11", can get his shot off on anybody. And most of the guys who he's going to play against are guards. And they don't have a chance.
Not a chance.
They don't have a chance in guarding him. I had a hard time guarding when I used to be on it.
You did? And
like I said, there's no bothering that shot at the top. You know, your best bet is try to be physical with him before the catch.
Yeah.
And things like that to try to deny him. But once he get his hands over, he handles the ball well.
Very well for a 6'11" guy.
Very well for a 6'11" guy. And he's fearless. He's fearless at attacking. And once he gets it going, he can shoot the ball from when he gets in the gym. You know, he's a great player, man. He's top 3 in this league.
Okay, so let's go to the final shot. So I don't believe that the best player has to take the final shot. If Kenyon Martin's open and I get doubled, dude, you're in the NBA. It's a 14-footer.
Definitely.
Kmart, you got to hit it
every time.
And that's my thing. I want to, even if I'm the best player in the world. This is not college where it's one and done. I got to win. I got to win 4 times. I would rather ingratiate myself in game 1 to my teammates, knowing, hey, if Kenyon Martin's open on the wing and I'm doubled and Paul George was doubled,
playing the right way.
Play the right, and the right way is from YMCA to the bigs.
Yeah, and no matter what level it is, playing the right way, throwing the ball to the open guy and living with the results.
Now, if you're Manute Bol or Bo Outlaw, I'm not giving you a jumper. But almost every guy in the league today can hit a 16-footer.
Yeah, that's what that's the way it's shaping up.
I mean, seriously, there's like 4. Dwight Howard's one of the only guys I wouldn't trust. So what do you make of Paul George saying afterwards, I gotta shoot that?
Yeah, I have a problem with it saying it. He could probably feel that way, but every question shouldn't be answered by the media. Every question the media asks shouldn't be answered. They shouldn't justify with an answer. Just one of them things, if you did talk to CJ in the back, let that be the conversation. Be like, to tell the media is that CJ had a great look, we missed, we live for Monday. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what it should. That's what the answer should have been.
You didn't, when the media asked you a question, Kenyon, you didn't always feel compelled to give them an answer.
Not at all. I don't have, you're asking a question. Every question doesn't deserve an answer. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I deal with it. Like, if I don't feel like it's just, I'm not going to answer it.
Sure.
It's just who I am. I'll be like, next question.
Because when he says that, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but first of all, I think he's wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
And second of all, I don't know how it plays in the locker room.
Yeah, for me, it's like he's saying he trusts his teammates, but your words and your actions
don't trust your teammates.
You don't trust your teammates. As soon as the guy missed a shot after the game, you see his action. Like you mad that you mad that he missed, or you mad that you didn't get it.
That is the right basketball play.
That's the right. LeBron James is the best basketball player in the NBA. He's going to pass that ball 10 times out of 10 because it's the right basketball play to make.
Let's listen to LeBron after the game defending Paul George, which we're doing here. This cliche that the best player, for the record, in Michael Jordan's 6 championships, 3 times the most memorable shot in a series was Michael passing it to a Steve Kerr. Here's LeBron after that shot.
If I get doubled, I'm giving it up. That's me. I don't know how everybody else feel about that, but I mean, if you get doubled, it's I think we all know math in here. If there's 2 guys on the ball, then I mean it's a 4-on-3. You have your numbers, so the best player on the floor doesn't mean he has to take the shot. And I think he made the right play, and he's going to live with the results.
I still think Boston will beat Chicago. But when I watched the Clippers and the Jazz, I sat there and I thought, this win by Utah feels like it, because Gobert, I think, will come back. I think Boston will outlast Chicago. It'll just go longer than I thought. I don't think that was a referendum on anything. I just think Jimmy Butler's a really good player, and he was huge down the stretch. Yeah. What do you make? Everybody's going to criticize Doc, because Doc gets a lot of heat. But is there anybody else with the Clippers you had a problem with?
A problem with? Not necessarily a problem, but I just think the way that Chris Paul handicaps everybody on the team.
How?
The fact that he has to get that assist. Like, guys that don't be in rhythm throughout the game because Chris Paul is a dominant ball handler.
You think he's too ball-centric?
I think so. There are not a lot of guys getting the rhythm. Granted, they don't have a lot of guys that can make plays for themselves besides Jamal Crawford.
This is something I have heard. I've been a little tone deaf on this.
Yeah.
I've been telling you this for a long time.
Jamal Crawford's the only person on that team that can go get his own shot. J.J. Redick needs him. Bob Moute needs him. DeAndre needs him.
So what you're saying
Blake at times needs him.
So Westbrook has the reputation as a ball hog. You're saying Chris Paul's a ball hog.
I wouldn't say a ball hog, but in my opinion, it's bad basketball.
He doesn't trust his teammates.
Yeah, but he trusts his ability to be able to get that assist more than he trusts his guys. It's either a shot or an assist with him. You very seldom with Chris Paul get the swing, the hockey assist. You very seldom get that. He has to have the ball in his hand to get that assist.
So if he plays like that, then his teammates knows he plays like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. There's chatter. I'm pretty sure there is. There's chatter, but he's a hell of a basketball player. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's great. Great point guard. But I just think there's too much dribble at times in order for that team to be successful.
Okay. That's what divides that locker room, is because his teammates know that he's like that.
Yeah, and
it's about ready to blow that team up. If they get beat by Utah, I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, like you said, Doc has gotten a lot of flack, and rightfully so. He won 1 championship, and he has 3 first ballot Hall of Famers. And other than that, what else is there to prove? Show for it. Is Doc the coach the problem, or is Doc the GM president the problem? Is him picking the talent the problem, or is him coaching the problem? That's a question that ain't nobody answering right now.
Okay, can I play the Russell Westbrook soundbite? I didn't like this soundbite. You're a big Westbrook guy.
Yes.
I'm more of a James Harden guy. I think Harden's a better player, better shooter, better passer, but you like the whatever.
Yes.
So let's have the quote of the weekend from Westbrook.
Okay.
Kenyon, react to this, please.
When I get on the floor, I got one friend, and that's the basketball.
Oh.
I've been like that since I was a little kid. My dad taught me that when I was younger. Once you get on the floor, you got one friend, and the friend is Spalding. At the time, maybe it was Wilson, or maybe it was some other The Rock, whatever the ball is, that's who my friend is.
So you like that? He doesn't have teammates. His friend's the ball.
Well, his teammates are his friends, and they was asking about James.
He's okay.
He was asking about James Harden. Him and James grew up together. They're friends. They know everybody.
Who would you take today?
I'm a Russell Westbrook
guy.
Oh
God!
Listen,
he shot 26%.
That's fine.
26%.
That's fine.
You're happy with that?
Hey, I heard you said they won in 38 games he shot less than 35% or less than 40% right now.
You're okay with that?
How many of those games did they win?
Probably not many.
Did you look?
I don't have the stats.
How many wins they have on the season?
I don't have all the stats in front of me.
48 wins.
Listen, you're gonna.
But they have 48 wins on the season. 47.
We're
40.
running out of time.
Okay, exactly.
This
argument,
run
out of time. Of those 38 games, how many did they win?
I don't have the numbers in front of me.
Oh, well, but you got that 38 number though. Yeah. You know that number, but when the numbers go in Russ' favor, you don't know them numbers.